So I've been here 5 years. Man, I probably got over 1 million emails in there, but I just don't. They don't be pertaining to me for real. Like I be, let's just say J.C. read
most
this.
Most of them like tag all.
Yeah,
like group message
from the whole school. But somebody need paper out, man.
I can't. Yeah,
ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
What you want me to do?
Welcome back to the Overtime with Troup podcast, man. This is 2021 now. First episode right out the gate this year. Super excited about it. Super excited about my first guest of the year, J.C.
I'm the first guest?
Yeah, first guest of the year, right off the bat.
Let's get right into it.
Oh, man. How's the year been so far? Been pretty solid?
Outside of school has been kind of crazy. In school has been kind of smooth.
Yeah.
I like the transition period. I mean, this year has... The school year has ups and downs, but we adjusted and did a lot of incredible things so far. So I'm really excited about what we got going on here.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward myself to this year to see where it's going to take us. For sure. I know 2020 was wild. Happy that's out the way, but happy to move forward in this next year. So I guess what are you most looking forward to this year that you'd say probably?
Well, obviously. I'm a football coach, so
yeah.
I'm looking forward to the football season. I'm also just looking to better my players. I feel like here at Troup High, we have, besides just coaching our players, we just have a great opportunity to help build our players in the long run, not just to be football players, but to be men in the community and help them make the right decisions to help better our area.
Mm-hmm. I think that's something I remember talking to, listening to about. It was sort of the same thing that overall, we're about football. We could, make y'all the best you can be, but also we have to make y'all the best people as possible as well, which is something super commendable. So what's your background, man? Where you from? How'd you grow up? You from around here, anything like that?
I'm from Manchester, but
okay.
I came over here in my sophomore year, and started playing football here at Troup High.
Okay.
And since then, they pretty much embraced me. Mm-hmm. It's like my second home. I call it my home. When you go and look at LSU, they say LaGrange. Like J.C. Copeland from LaGrange, Georgia. I'm from here. I live in West Point, Georgia, with Penny Lee. She owns a mortuary down there in LaGrange. Not LaGrange, West Point. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They all run together.
Oh yeah.
So, but I'm really familiar with this area. I know a lot of people, a lot of great players that came through here under me, with me, and played for me or with me. So I like them. I love this area.
Fantastic, man. As you said, you went to LSU. Okay,
yeah.
That's D1. That's top notch right there. Okay,
yeah.
You weren't no slacker for sure. How was your journey to get to LSU? What was that like, man? Because I know a lot of people are looking to get to that kind of level. I'm
gonna tell you the truth. This is raw and uncut. I didn't care about going to college at first, man. I really enjoyed playing football. And I got over to Troup, and I got my first offer. It was from Auburn.
Oh man,
it was nice, man. But still had no dreams or aspiration really to go in, and it really didn't hit me until my senior year, and I had to figure out what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. And I had offers, and then it kind of hit me like, okay, I gotta make a decision. So I was committed to Tennessee at first. I took a visit. I was really just going on visits to make the money from them. Because you drive some, they give you some money to, spread your pocket. I had tickets out the wazoo. It wasn't all mine. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I had some tickets, and I was going down there to pay a ticket. And, it's just like when you driving down to LSU, the atmosphere changes. It just felt like home to me. So when I made my choice, it wasn't really hard. It was pretty much easy. I loved it. From the first time I laid eyes on LSU, I loved it. So that was pretty much it for me.
I feel like, once you know that you connect with the place, it feels familiar to you, you're pretty much locked in. But a lot of people I know have also gone for sports in college as well. Were you looking to go, professional at all? Were you looking that sort of route?
I went professional.
Uh-oh.
The thing is, I play a position that nobody uses. I played D tackle at Troup High, but I went over to LSU, and they kind of they asked me if I wanted to go play fullback, and I ain't want to ride no bench. So I said, yeah, I was gonna go be a starter. So I went and played, and started. Was very successful. Ended up being the All-American at LSU.
Wow.
And I went undrafted to the Cowboys. Played for the Cowboys, and that year I got cut. That year, and the next year I went and played for the Jets. And then after that, I got back, finished my degree because I knew that was the most important thing I had to do, finish my degree. And I went to the Argonauts in Toronto. Went back up there trying to, play one more time before I said I was done. I really, at that point, was I had already hit every goal I set in my life already. So I was like really, really wouldn't invest it. But before I left, Coach G was the head coach at the school. And I was like, hey, if I don't make it up in this league, I'm coming back to coach. He was like, all right, cool, I got your job when you get back. So I went up there, ended up fracturing my hip, going through drills. And I played the football to the highest level you can possibly play. I don't have no aspiration for my body. I try to kill it every time I go. And I go through drills, and I literally hurt myself going through drills. So I was like, I took that, God was telling me I was done. I was like, I'm cool with it. I'm done with it. So I drove back on a fractured hip to Georgia, and the next day I was coaching football at Troup. We had a 7-on-7 at Harris County.
Wow.
Yeah.
Golly. It's a wild story. Y'all heard it first. NFL certified up in here. Y'all saw it. I guess is that something that you were like, playing at LSU, you're like, man, okay, I'm killing it. You're All-American. And you're looking like, okay, maybe I should, go to the NFL. Was that something that you've always sort of, thought about? And did it start when you were in college,
NFL stands for not for long. It's like 3% make it to the NFL. I really realized it was a dream to go to the NFL when scouts was coming after me and talking to me, and agents was trying to be my agents, and I knew it was okay. I have a chance. I have opportunity to go and do this, and that's when it became clear to me that I need to organize this and set a goal for myself to make sure that I achieve it. So therefore, I can go and do what I got to do and make sure I'm in the best position possible to even achieve this goal. And I ended up doing it, and when I made that goal list, I achieved everything on that goal list, and I got 2 more things I got to do. And that was like my lifetime goals, man. It's coming.
All right now, yeah. That's killer, man. I guess what's your coaching title now?
I'm a running backs coach.
Okay, fantastic.
Took me a little while to come in and start at the bottom. I was a D-line assistant first, came up, helped with the O-line. If you know anything about me, you know I'm really a good defensive player. Offense, I learned a lot of offense at LSU, how to block, because, basically fullback and the O-line really go hand in hand. So I knew that, but I also had to play with a little bit of running back. I played running back in middle school and a little bit in high school, but I was recruited as a D-tackle. So it was a kind of mixture of my whole life just going into one, and then I just turned it over to the running backs, because there was somewhere I felt like I could have the most impact to help this team be successful. And I've pretty much been really fortunate to have a great group of guys that do what I ask them to do, set the example, and go out and be leaders on the field and off the field and in the classroom. So if you come into the play for me, you got to know that it's a standard set by Trey Williams, Tyree Carlisle, my first set of backs I ever had here at Troup, to set the standard for every back that plays up under me, how to act, how to be treated, how to act in the school, outside of school, just great all-around good guys. Fantastic. Great. Even the parents still love me to this day, man. I treat them like they're my own child, even though they're in college. Tyree's at Indy. He wants to go play at a Division I school. Indy is the one that was on TV. What is it? Last Chance U?
I thought I saw that. Yeah.
He ended up going there. He wanna go to another Division I school to be a cornerback. Trey is at Shorter right now. They actually, but Corona, they didn't have a season last year, so this will be his first. I don't know how many games they're gonna play, but I plan on be there for the first game. And I got a couple other backs that go somewhere this year. I got one back going to the Marines, so I'm really excited about that. I asked him if he want to play football in college. He said, "Nah, I want to go to the Marines." I was like, "You know what?
You go for it. Yeah, you go for it, big dog. Yeah,
I'll be there. I'll be there at your graduation day. I'll take off from school to come watch it. Make sure you get done with that." So I'm all for him.
I think something that's really cool, and I hear it from because I'm a teacher as well, guys. If you don't know, so I'm constantly in the classroom talking to students and stuff, and I've had a good bit of football players in my class so far, and one of the things I'm hearing is how much of a connection that you've made with the people, and so how do you? I know you feel like you're down to earth. How do you make that connection with?
Man,
with
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I can have my job without them, and I know that when I played, I would play balls out for the coach I played for because the coach I played for, I had tremendous love for the guy. He basically was like my father to me. Bubba Jeter and Brewer. Big Brewer from West Point. He went to Georgia and played D-line there, had opportunity in the NFL as well.
Nice.
So, like, I look at those examples I had and knowing how I felt with those guys and how I would go run through a wall for them. And I try to just do the same thing for these guys. Not necessarily make them run through a wall for me, but to know that I'm there for them as a father figure if they ain't got it at home. And at the end of the day, they spend more time with us than they do with their parents.
That's so true.
So, I mean, like, why not make a connection with these guys? Why not be that guy they need in their life? Why not set the example for these guys if we have the opportunity to? So it's not about the money. It's not about winning, which is winning is cool now.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love to win.
It looks nice on the paper, too.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I want to let these guys know that people care about them. I love them to death. Either they're on the bench or they're on the sideline or they're on the field. I care for them all. There's nothing you can call me any time of night. I got you. I get up out of bed. Call me a couple times because I got to wake up.
Be snoozing, yeah. I feel like there's certain levels to coaching, and I've experienced because I was big into sports and was going to play in college as well. But something that you learn is there's another level of, you got your coaches who are like, I'm coming here, we're going to do this, this is what we do in practice, and those who step forward into mentorship. And I still feel like something that you've been amazing at it, that Coach G as well, have been fantastic at just mentoring kids overall.
You got to have that.
Oh, yeah.
And man, so many young men that get lost in whatever they got going on in life, and football is a way of just how to handle adversity and handle it. How you handle it on the field, how you handle your life. If something knocks you down, when you get back up and try again. Something sets you back 5 yards, where you still keep going and try to get that first down and get to the end zone and try to win. And that's why I love football, because it's any given day, anything can happen. So. You never know. No matter, it could be the best team in the world or the worst team in the world. It's what happens. It's how you react to what's happening.
I like it. I feel like probably the number one thing that you learned, because I feel like I know high school, college is very different. So what do you feel like you learned going into like the football program at LSU that helped you the most, probably?
Most important thing I learned going into LSU. You don't have friends. Yeah, you don't have friends. I mean, there are people that show, they may act like they care about you, man. But at that next level, man, it's grimy. You made some connection with some guys, but it's grimy at that point. But you have to just keep pushing. At the end of the day, there's only 32 teams, 55 available slots to play at that next level, man. But you really, you make connection with a lot of guys and you see a lot of guys, man, but you got to know that, hey, this is a business. It's not, you make them relationships and that's cool, but this is a business. Like, you got to be on your stuff every single day, day in, day out, because when I put these pads on, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not you're not my mom, you're not my sister. I'm trying to feed my family. I'm trying to set myself up for the next step of my life, so I can be beneficial for my kids and their grandkids, trying to make sure everybody is eating. That's how my mindset was when I went into it, though. Yeah.
Competition, it's very true. On the higher level, man, it's cutthroat. Yeah, it's no lie. Everyone's trying to take your spot. Everyone's trying to move to that next level.
Oh yeah.
And trying to be that I guess the next one up. My next question. I'm trying to think of how to word this properly.
However you want to speak that.
Let's see. I feel like, do you, I guess this is probably obvious, but you feel like you recommend having sort of a backup plan in a sense?
Yes. All day. You got to have a backup plan because you never know what might happen. I mean, like, the way I played the game, I could have killed myself or hurt myself or put me in a position where I couldn't, do the game I love millions of times. Playing with concussions, hurting my legs or knee, shoulder, chest. I mean, it don't matter. But at the end of the day, you got to have some type of backup plan. Just something in your back pocket that you know you can fall back on that can help you live a healthy life or however you want to do it. And that's beneficial to the community or to whoever you choose to take care of.
Mm-hmm. You, I know we were talking the other day about, you won the team, grab a championship coming up.
Yeah.
My question would be I guess what are some steps that you see that need to be made to get to that level of taking on that championship? I guess this year would be coming.
Pride. Biggest thing is pride. I mean, we live in a community with 2 other great high schools. It's a LaGrange period. Regardless of how I feel about those other 2 high schools, LaGrange period has the greatest set of athletes. It's a whole bunch of great athletes in LaGrange County. Troup County, Georgia, I'm sorry. Not LaGrange County. In Troup County, Georgia, a whole bunch of great athletes, man. I just feel like you gotta get a system in which the kids believe in, take pride in order for you to make it work. If you look back at any team that beat us in the last couple of years, it was basic stuff. But the kids knew it and believed in it. They played against us and they beat us with it. Our formation, it wasn't flashy, but it run straight down their mouth, beat them up. By private schools with the same kind of kids that we have, but we probably had more talent than them. But they just believed in what they was doing, and they probably would beat us the most. But that's just take pride in what you got going on.
Yeah, something that because I'm into a few games out and just seen the games where you got in a loss. You can see, you look around and you're like, man, we lost, but like we kind of pretty much know what we did wrong.
Yeah.
And we know how to recover from it. We know what we need to do next.
Exactly.
To bounce back for that next game and not let it happen again. What's your, I guess, this is an obvious question. I feel like, what is your overall goal for, the Troup High School football team?
Troup, I want to bring as many championships to Troup High as I possibly can. I want to be a spokesperson for Troup. I want the state of Georgia to recognize that Rockin' T, that big Rockin' T. I mean, like, you hear Lowndes, you hear Colquitt, you hear all these other good schools in Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to think about Troup County, too. I want you to think about Troup County High School. That's my biggest thing. It's not even about me. It's about Troup. I want the great teachers that we have in this school, the great students we have here, the great administrative staff that we have at this school. I want the whole thing to be about them because without Troup, I wouldn't have a job. Without Troup, I wouldn't be where I was in college because this is where the foundation was laid, right here. So that's it. That's what I want.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think putting it on the map, putting the team before yourself, before anything else, is something that's absolutely going to take y'all to the next level too. Because I think y'all got the talent for sure. I know it's killer, man. If you ever seen them play,
down to the rec league, they got talent all the way around the board. Just from our middle school program, they're really, really good down there. They have great seasons, no loss seasons, great 7th grade class, 8th grade class to come up to the high school and continue to keep giving us great talent all the way across the board. That's amazing. And every year it's come out with new guys. You got to look at this guy, that guy, all the way around the board. Even at Callaway and LaGrange, they both just have great talent. Talented set of guys. You just got to believe in what you're doing in that program, and it will be successful. That's it. Take pride in it.
Yes, sir. Right on. Moving into, I guess, from playing to coaching and in your career, what's something that I guess, or some things that you do to sort of keep yourself sharp as a coach, to come in and be ready for the kids, when they get there, any kind of stuff like that?
Me? Oh, man, it's easy. I get away from it. When I go home, I open that door to my car and I close it. That's it. I ain't worried about football. I ain't worried about school. I need to get away from it. So the next day I know I'm coming back, I'm going to be hungry to get back to it. And those kids need me to be that guy, the same guy I am every single day. That's what they need because I don't want to come in here and be this guy, and that guy, that day. And I don't want to switch it up. I want to be the same guy every single day because I want you to be the same man every single day you see me. So when you get away from the school, get away from it. But when you come back, be all about it.
Yeah, consistency is key, for sure. Being able to go home and be like, okay, I did what I could do today. I did the best that I could, and drop it. Come back the next day and try even harder.
That's why. I mean, I live like 15 minutes away from the house. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the only period I think about school. 15 minutes of my plays in my head. I get back. I mean, I have planning periods throughout the day where I can watch film and I can get into it. I mean, if it's something that I really, really think about on the way home, I'll call that player and say, hey, this play right here. It's bad that, sometimes I watch Huddle and Drive, but it's okay. I have a big screen in my car. But I watch Huddle and Drive, and I watch the plays, and I see what they did wrong, and I make notes on the iPad, and it shows them on Huddle, so like they can see what I'm saying, and they can correct it. And if not, we'll correct it the next day. And then I look at myself and say, hey, what can I do to make this guy better? Or I can show them this situation in the next practice that we have, or I can bring it up to them and show them film on it, and I just screenshot it, or I send it to them. But I get it to them right then and there, because then when I'm done with it, I'm done with it, and let it go.
That's the best way to be, honestly. Yeah. And get it, knock it out.
Yeah.
It's like answering emails for me. If I don't answer it right then, it's going to be a minute for
exactly.
you to respond.
I got to do better with that. I got to start checking my emails, man. I hate. It's like over. So I've been here 5 years. Man, I probably got over 1 million emails in there, but I just don't. They don't be pertaining to me for real. Like let's just say J.C. read
most
this.
Most of them like tag all. Like group message
from the whole school. But somebody need paper out, man.
I can't.
I ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
So coaching again. What is it like? Because I know football. It's a bunch of coaches out there.
Yeah.
What is it like to to collaborate with so many coaches on the field? Is it difficult? You feel like you've done well with that?
Man, it's great, man, because at the end of the day, man, you got a whole bunch of coaches that want the same goal. They want Troup High to be great. They want their system and whatever they're running to be great. Mm-hmm. And if you have a whole bunch of coaches that have that same kind of mentality, it's hard for you not to be great. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't like a head coach is only as good as his assistant coach. Mm-hmm. If the head coach has this mindset of just being the greatest coach in the world, woo to woo, the coaches behind him got to have the same way. You can't have a coach that say, I'm just trying to get this. The little stimulus check or whatever we get, to help me out with some bills and stuff. That's not gonna help you. Because what is he bringing value to the table? Like, what is he doing? He's not helping nobody. Like, he's just here for that. But if you have a guy that has the same mentality, that put in the same amount of work that you put into, and everybody had the same goal at the end of the day, and everybody's on the same agenda, it's really hard to beat those type of guys. And that's where I feel like we got it true. We got a whole bunch of coaches that feel that they want to win. They want to win. They want to help these guys be successful in the classroom and outside of football. And it's hard. The culture here is hard to just break. So that's what I like about coaching here at Troup High School.
I feel like the things that have made the best sort of coaching squads, groups is unity.
Yeah.
Having that unified goal, like you said, everyone's on the same page.
Exactly.
That makes it for the best teams.
Got to be on the same page no matter what it is. Yeah, you're going to have disagreements. I mean, that's just we're human.
Part of it, yeah.
We're human. I mean, you're going to have disagreements. But at the end of the day, you got to know that the head coach got your back, and you got to have the head coach's back. Outside, somebody talking down Troup High, you better stand up. Period. It's all it is. All it is to it. You need to stand up and take up for it. I don't care what it is. Bad call, bad call. You got another chance to fight next week. Let's do it.
Yes, the last sort of question I like to ask everybody on the podcast is, what inspires you or drives you daily when you wake up in the morning, and what kind of inspires you daily?
Man, number one, I wake up to be great. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I wake up to inspire myself to be great. Like, my mentality on the way to school in the morning, I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want to make these players better than they was yesterday. And I have a little baby cousin, little Katie. Everybody swears he's my son. He's my little baby cousin. And he watches me. And he comes, when he comes to practice, he does what everybody else is doing. He imitates me. He watches me. He screams like I scream. He does everything I'm doing. So I can't go out there and be a failure, because then I'm injecting him to be a failure. So my mentality every day, I know somebody's watching me, whether it's him, or little kids, or these players. Somebody's watching me every single day. So my mentality is to be the best man that I could be possibly, point blank period. Coaching, at home, on the streets, all that. Well, I'm not in the streets. I mean, in the community. Let me rephrase that.
Streets of the community. Yeah.
Streets of the community. And I just want to be the best man I could possibly be. That's what inspires me, because I feel like a lot of men in this generation is messed up because they don't have that figure of how to be. They don't know an example of how to be a good man, or what it takes to be a good man, or what a good man looks like. I mean, we have these rappers talking about this, and that, selling drugs, or doing this to women, that to women. We don't have enough men showing them how to be a man. Like, it's hard. Like, I'm a man. Like, I do a lot of home repair work. They don't know how to do these things. Like, men, they don't know how to paint. So I'll go get them, and I'm painting somebody's crib. I go, come on, y'all come with me. Come paint with me. And I'll show you how to do it. This is how you trim. This is how you woo-de-woo. And we get it all done. And I pay them. So, I mean.
There you go. It ain't a bad deal. Yeah.
They can't get mad. I mean, I get a little bit of labor out of them, and, they learn something at the end of the day about how to do the things the right way. And that's how I was taught. And when somebody did it for me, it wasn't my father. It was somebody else. Just a father figure I had in my life, and he helped me. He turned me into a man, and I want to do the same thing for the next man and the next guy, because this is what he did. So I want to keep carrying it on in his legacy. He's still alive, but I really look up to this man, and that's what I want to have all my players do for me. Not necessarily look up to me, but be a good man. Break the trend.
Break the trend. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, that's a killer answer to go out on for sure. Man, thank you. Appreciate you coming on, man. It's been a minute.
Here,
I've been trying to get this one in for a minute.
Sorry,
I know you good. It's on me too. Yeah.
I don't check my email, man. I kid you not. Like, you have to hit Miss Holston up if you want to get in contact with me, because I have 10,000 things going on in the morning. I got like 5 weight trainings.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I have the music blasting, so like I don't have no notifications at all. So just tell her she get in contact with me real quick.
I know who to get to.
Yeah.
Man, y'all also be on the lookout too, because the AV, we're doing a video, with JC and his weight training squad too as well. So be on the lookout for that video. I know it's going to be killer already. So
it's going to be epic.
we're super looking forward to that as well. So be on the lookout in the next week or two for that one. But again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Thank you, JC, again for coming on, man.
Having me, man.
Yeah, man. And y'all tune in for the next episode.
Yeah, have a great one.
Oh, yeah.